I want to talk about winging it versus working capital. You know, why working capital and financial stability and the box truck business is what you need. Let's talk about it. What is working capital? Working capital is the lifeline of your business. It's the lifeline of your, listen, without working capital, without cash flow, you don't have nothing. I'm sorry to tell you. You could have just enough. And this is something I say all the time. You could have just enough. But just enough is not enough. And if you have just enough to get in to acquire everything you need, the truck, the rental, the insurance, down payment, everything that you need to get up and going, and then you're flat, you don't have enough. That's not enough. Working capital, cash flow is needed. Anything can happen. So without working capital, without cash flow, you have nothing. If your truck breaks down, you're done. If your truck breaks down on your first load and you're in the middle of nowhere, you're done. Oh, well, Mark, it's a rental truck. Well, the rental company isn't going to pay for you an Uber to the nearest town, which may be 150, 200 miles away. All right. They may tow the truck, right? But they're not responsible for getting you to and fro. If the truck breaks down and they get it towed to the next town, which is a small town, you can't sleep in the truck. You're not gonna be. You're gonna have to get a motel, hotel. If they say, "Oh, it's gonna take a week or 2 weeks," what you got to go home. All right, what if the nearest airport is in the city, and what if the city is 200 miles away? Then your flight, and this is on your first run. Well, what's the odds of something happening on the first run? Like the one guy said, the 28-year-old. I've had people come up on testimonials that on their first run, their truck broke down. Not just one. We haven't heard this story one time. We've heard it a few times, at least a handful of times. From rental trucks to trucks that people own. Hit the like button. It happens. You don't start a business without cash flow, without working capital. Anything can happen. You don't want to come in and not have enough money to withstand whatever could happen. Period. I don't care what what it is these guys don't tell you that. They tell you, oh, with 3,000, with 4,000, with 5,000, you can start your business. And that's all you care about. That's all you care about. But that's not how a good business person operates. A good business person doesn't wing it, especially at the beginning. Listen, everybody has peaks and valleys, ups and downs. If you're hitting a downturn in your business because the circumstances aren't going your way and you're winging it, but you've had peaks and climaxes and it's just a rough time for you, every business goes through it. That's a little bit more understandable. But coming into the business with a clean slate, you shouldn't come into a business with a clean slate struggling. And not struggling because you're learning, not that type of struggle. I'm talking about struggling as far as capital. If you're coming in robbing Peter to pay Paul, you ain't ready yet. 5,000 ain't enough. And the 3 or 4 people that put in the comment section that they started with 5,000, they still have yet to respond as far as cash flow because they didn't have any. One lady did. She said, oh, well, I had to have another job. Any business that you start, whether it be trucking, cargo van, I don't know, plumbing, you could run a mobile detail shop, carpet cleaning, whatever it is, you need to have money to withstand 3 to 6 months to sustain the business cost and to sustain your living expenses. If you're going to start a business and you want to grow the business, you're going to be investing an ample amount of time into growing the business. All right. This is what your focus is. This is what your main objective is. This is what your priority is. And if the business isn't, turning over any enough revenue at the beginning, which most businesses don't, to withstand or I should say sustain the business expenses as well as home, then you shouldn't be starting it. Now, I'm not here to crush your dreams. I'm here to speak logic to you. Like, we got to talk sense. Things have to make sense. You can't jump into things too prematurely because you're anxious. You have to think things out. You have to plan. This is why I say do a business plan. Guy came up here earlier this year, say, what's that? What I need that for? Who I'm giving it to? If you don't know what a business plan is or who you giving it to and all this goofy stuff, then you definitely not ready. This is why you need a plan. This is why you need to educate yourself. The industry is not forgiving. It's not going to feel sorry for you because you didn't do what was in your best interest. It's just not. Like, we got to get over this whole passive. Like, I'm not going to pacify. I know your favorite content creators, they love pacify. That's why they always love shooting shots at Big Mark, but they never click that link, though. They bet not. I'm dangerous. See, I'm not going to pacify you. I'm going to tell you what it is for real, because I done been through the high points and the low points. And when the low points came, nobody came to save my black ass. Nobody. See, I'm not going to let somebody steer me and put a bunch of bullshit in my head. See, ain't nobody going to come save you. Ain't nobody going to come save you. They'll give you an express entry in, right? But when that express entry, you get in that express entry and then you start hitting all them roadblocks, you like, damn, why they didn't tell me about this? One or two reasons. One, they don't know because they never really did this. Or two, it's not in their interest to tell you because they don't want to deter you from entering, because then that would deter you from hitting the link and dropping that Kinash app. You dig what I'm saying? That thin now wow, or that 25 hundo, or that 5 racks or 10 racks or whatever they charge you for whatever you buying. They not going to deter you. They want that chop up out of you. You smell me? It is what it is. So when you start hitting these roadblocks and you start meeting these challenges, in your mind, you would have hoped that they would have forewarned you or prepared you for this, but they didn't. And here, they're not going to save you. They're not going to give your money back. They're not going to front you. They're not going to help you. So I'm not going to pacify you because I know what lies ahead for anybody getting into this industry. It's just anybody getting in business in general. It's not a clear path to the top.